We had profound, significant increases, step by step, grade by grade, and it's a story that anyone who's been in that district at that time or even outside of the district will probably never forget. They told me that we were never going to have to worry about literacy in the district again. I've been an educator for 30 years. And I've always felt that it was my job to champion the rights of students in our classrooms. And one of the first important rights they have is to be able to read, to leave our education system, mastering all of the literacy skills. The work that we did with Hill changed the lives of students in Cumberland forever. Their opportunities for the future are better than they ever could have been. When you have an opportunity and it's put in front of you, you have to grab it because sometimes that opportunity only comes once. And you have to remember that that's the same story that kids in the classroom have. Sometimes their opportunity only comes once, and for them that was the Hill.
I started piloting SRSD writing with my students, and what fascinated me was how quickly the gains were made. I track my students' progress very closely, and I check mid-year and end year to make sure that the interventions I've used have made a difference, because you never know if a year might be off for some reason. And this past year, though I always see gains, I saw the largest gains I've ever seen on all of our school-wide assessments. I immediately said, I know it's SRSD. I know it was the writing approach that I used.
I was a teacher in Carver for 10 years, and so I'm a product of the Hill. So I went through the process as a teacher first. And so I was able to see how it played out in the school. I can really relate to the teachers that are resistant to change, or they don't want to try this method out. I've been there. I didn't want to change. I did, and we noticed tremendous results. In Carver, their 5th grade test results were at 40% MCAS, and now it's 99% in 10th grade. The results have been phenomenal.
9 years ago, we were below the state average in every parameter of literacy at the elementary, middle, and high school. We were not anything you would want to brag about as far as student performance goes. Children were learning, but they weren't reaching their full potential, nor were we cracking that barrier at the state level of what's below or above average. 9 years ago, our 10th graders were in kindergarten and 1st grade. And this year's 10th graders scored 95% proficient in advanced on English language arts. And that's way above the state average.
I love it on an individual level when a coach will run to me when I get into a building and say, look at this, look at our data. This is amazing. We have turnaround, change process moving really, really quickly. And one of our districts in the southern part of Massachusetts showed us data of the students that we started with when they were in 1st grade, and they're now graduating, and they got top honors in the state of Massachusetts for these children. So that was a very, very proud moment when we said, look, this has held on, this district has done wonders. And those children that we started with in elementary school as they moved through high school sustained that knowledge, and so that was a really great moment.
We have come a long way, far beyond our expectations. What they're doing really makes a difference. That's the wow factor.